My name is Louis DeJesus. I work for Cablevision, and my job is to build and maintain the underground cable systems. My purpose here today is to relocate these boxes from down here in the road up to the house. There'll be less chance of any water damage that will occur to the fittings or anything like that. We work very hard at putting everything back together for like 100% restoration so that we really can't tell that we were there at all. That's one of our main goals. And keeping the customer happy will keep everybody happy.
Thank you, good evening, and welcome. Hello out there in Cablevision land. I'm Bill Polchinski. Welcome to You're the Expert, our show where people from the viewing area come on here and come into the studio, show us what they do and how they do it. We've got a great show for you tonight. We've got Julia Shaw, who's going to show us how to make a summer mousse. We've got Lucille Tucci, who's going to be showing us some hatha yoga. And Jack Meehan and his son Sean will be out here playing the bagpipes. Happy 4th of July weekend. It's great to be back. We've been having great shows, great fun. I want to remind you right at the top, don't forget, send in those chili recipes. We're having our big chili cook-off Friday night, July 28th. Send your recipes to chili, 111 New South Road, Hicksville, New York, 11801. Okay, that's chili. We want you to get your chili stuff in here. And tonight, once again, I'm making a plea that experts out there, if you think you're good at something, if you know you're good at something, give us a call, drop us a line. Our phone numbers are 1-800-EXT-HELP, and our fax line is area code 516-596-0715. Now, a lot of people think, gee, I'm not really good at anything, and I ask people, well, you must do something, and they say nothing. Now, a lot of people volunteer nothing, but nothing is a really weird concept because a lot of people started with nothing and ended up with something really great. Like Mr. Wrigley, for instance, was looking for a new kind of adhesive, a new kind of rubber or something, and he came up with chewing gum. Wrigley's chewing gum. He was not trying to invent chewing gum, but he came up with chewing gum, and now it's all over the world, all over the country, all over the bottoms of my shoes. Then somebody in one of the companies was trying to come up with a better Scotch tape, and what did they come up with? Post-its. You know, those little things, those little notes that you get all over the place in your office, in your home, in your kitchen, on your refrigerator. Post-its. That was great. They didn't plan to make Post-its, they just made them. Then somebody came up with the idea of making a really big pencil eraser. And what did they come up with? Spam. And you could still use it as a pencil eraser, but you can also eat it if you so choose. Anyway, people who start with nothing can end up with something. Like if life gives you lemon, make lemonade. If life gives you nothing, well then turn it into an action toy, like I did. But watch this. Now, for instance, say you have nothing. I have a paper bag here full of nothing. There's nothing in this bag. So I thought, nothing, that's a concept. We'll take this nothing and we'll turn it into something. And try this. See that? Nothing, something. Hours of fun. Try it off the wall. Yeah. Now that's something, that nothing. Behind the back. Hey! And watch this. All right, that's nothing. Remember, kids, it's safe, it's non-toxic, doesn't require batteries. Nothing is really out of sight. Ho! Thank you very much. We got a great show for you lined up. Coming up is Julia Shaw. She's going to be making a summer mousse, and we're going to see how that's done. First, we're going to take a little break, and then we'll be back with Julia right here in the studio. Welcome to You're the Expert.
Take cable away, and what have we got? Well, no cable, no HBO. No HBO, no comic relief. No comic relief, no $28 million for the homeless. No cable, no TNT. No TNT, virtually no place to see this.
I got music.
But you wouldn't got it because you wouldn't get cable. And no cable, no Nick at Night. No Nick at Night, no Get Smart. And that's not the only way you wouldn't get smart, because no cable, no CNN. No way to get some of the best news in the world. Okay, cable. It's everything television can be.
Did you know that C-SPAN and C-SPAN 2 were created and are supported by the cable television industry? In 1979, Cablevision and other cable companies established C-SPAN as a public service for their viewers. C-SPAN now provides live coverage of the U.S. House of Representatives, and C-SPAN 2 covers the Senate. Both networks carry live hearings, news conferences, viewer call-in shows, and special educational programs kids can watch in school. Cablevision, get to know us. We've got a lot to offer.
Hello, welcome back to You're the Expert. I'm Bill Polchinski, your host, and I'm here in the studio with Julia Shaw. Welcome, Julia.
Welcome, Bill.
Thank you. Good to see you. And you got a lot of stuff here. What are we going to do tonight?
Okay, tonight we're going to do a strawberry mousse, and I chose this recipe because it's very simple and there's no cooking involved. It's just whip and mix, okay? So first of all, we're going to start with the whipping cream in the KitchenAid mixer, as we see. And we're going to start that up, and we're going to whip it at high speed.
Whip it good.
Whip it good. Okay, I don't want to make a big mess, but
come on,
make a little mess,
fun.
Right? Okay.
What do you got there?
Okay, so now we have the mascarpone cream.
Mascarpone?
Yes. Okay, and
wasn't he a gangster in Chicago in the 1920s?
yeah, I think so.
Or was that his brother, Mars?
Right, Mars, right. Okay, Mars Carpone.
Mars Carpone.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're beating the mascarpone and we're beating the whipped cream, and then as we're beating everything, we should have our strawberries on the side, macerating with about a quarter cup. This is 2 cups of sliced strawberries and a quarter cup of sugar.
Oh,
okay.
This is a real low-calorie treat.
Well, it's not really low-calorie, but
it's good for the
delicious.
soul.
It's good for the soul.
Yep.
And it'll have you singing a few Italian songs.
Yeah, now you spent some time over in Italy.
Yes, I spent several years in Italy, living in Italy, and experiencing the culture. I'm from Italian background, and I really enjoyed it.
How was it over there?
Well, we lived in Rome. It was a very busy place, but the food and the people were just great.
A lot of Italian restaurants?
Fantastic Italian restaurants, the best.
Just a guess on
well,
my part.
No German.
No German
No
restaurants? Any pizza places? Do they have pizza over there?
Yes, they have pizza, but very different from here.
The pizza isn't from there, is it?
I don't think so. I don't think it's from Italy. Anyway, as you can tell here, we have the finished product.
Oh boy.
Just to give you an idea.
It gives me ideas.
Yeah, it gives you ideas, huh? Okay, well, while we're waiting for this to whip and everything, we'll just show you how easy it is to put together.
And there's no cooking involved?
No cooking. There are some mousses that take gelatin, and you need to cook the gelatin and things like that. But this one is just 3 components: the strawberries, the mascarpone, and the whipped cream. That's it. Okay, and then you can garnish with whatever you like, and it's that simple.
There's some mousses also that hang around with flying squirrels. I remember that from Saturday mornings. Our number is 1-800-EXT-HELP. Our fax number is 516-596-0715. Give us a call, give us a fax, ask any questions you have.
Okay, well, our whipping cream is now coming to a nice peak.
Ooh.
And we'll take that out. Okay.
Okay.
We'll put that here, put this down, and we'll take our strawberries over here, and we'll move some things around here so we can show everyone. And we'll take our scoop. We'll scoop the whipped cream. What's the scoop?
Yeah. Oh, look at that.
Okay.
And they say you can't beat whipped cream. You sure can.
Okay. You can beat whipped cream. And then you add.
Don't mind me.
Don't. Okay. Now the
Shaving cream.
Okay, what we need to do with this with the mascarpone just a little bit is, okay, let's take it and put it in here.
Oh, I touched that with my fingers. I'll have to eat all this, I
This is
guess.
just, yeah, I guess you
I
will.
wouldn't want to contaminate anyone else.
Okay, well let's do a little bit more beating, and then we'll add that to the strawberries. Okay.
That's beat it music.
Yep, beat it.
I'd say
Oh, I just wanted to also mention, I've got a mango here. You can add any kind of fruit to this. If you didn't want to add strawberries, you can add, chop up some mango, put that in, fold some blueberries, fold some raspberries in. There's a whole myriad of things you can do, but the basis is the whipped cream and the mascarpone. Okay.
Mascarpone. And where does one get mascarpone?
Okay, most Italian type food places. You can also get it in some kinds of regular supermarkets, like Food Town carries it, places like that. So you can get it. Okay. Okay, we whip that a little bit. Take it out of the bowl. Okay. And I had another spoon, but okay, so what we're going to do is start folding everything in, okay, so that now the whipped cream has a sweetness to it, and everything is together. And also, this recipe can be made with crepes. Okay, you get your crepe and you fill it in with this mixture, and it's just wonderful. It's just divine. Now, it's not low calorie, as you can see, but a lot of mousses are not low calorie. In fact, a lot of mousses are made with double the amount of whipped cream that I used here today. But of course, I replace the other half with the mascarpone.
Those are low-fat strawberries, though.
Oh, yes, most definitely.
So.
Okay.
It balances everything out.
It balances everything out. Okay. So here you have it. We have our nice fluffy mousse. And as you can tell, I have it right here in this goblet here. You can serve it like that, or you can serve it with, like I said, with the crepes. And, just go to town.
Wow. Okay. We have the recipe. Should we put the recipe up on the screen so we can see what's what? Oh, there it is. Quarter cup of sugar.
Right.
Can you see it?
Yeah, it's a quarter cup sugar, 2 cups of strawberries sliced, and and then you have your sugar on top, your ½ pound of mascarpone cheese, and your cup of heavy cream whipped. Okay, so that's that on that right there. So.
Now this seems like a lot of work to go through just to keep your hair in place, or is it that kind of mousse?
Oh, it's not that kind of mousse. Oh. But you could use it on your hair, I guess.
It's creamy, it's delicious. Where does chocolate mousse, and I'm kind of partial to
with the chocolate mousse, you could, well, with the heavy cream, what you would do with the chocolate mousse is you would get, you'd melt your chocolate in double boiler and, melt that down, and then when it's slightly cooled, you would mix that in with your heavy cream, and then you'd have your chocolate mousse. And of course, you refrigerate it, and it's very good.
Now, you teach at some of the local schools.
Right,
Let us know where you are.
I teach at Great Neck Adult Education. I teach in Syosset as well, and I'm going to be teaching this year in Manhasset, and also do some catering on the side.
Very nice. And is this one of the class projects?
Right, we're going to do this summer. We're going to do it in our summer dessert class.
What are some of your other specialties?
Okay, some of the classes that I teach, which are repetitive classes, are we do hearty winter soups every year, we do sweets for the holidays, and we do vegetables Italian style. And every year it's different things. different dishes.
Boy, oh boy,
Yeah.
that sounds delicious. I'm sorry we don't have a paper towel or anything.
Yeah,
I
just
noticed
kind
you
of
have
trying to hide my hand.
a fistful of whipped cream
Yeah.
there. And we don't have a spoon either because I want to sample the stuff and really
Yeah, and we can
go
sample
nuts.
it. Sure.
But I don't have a spoon.
Okay.
Is there a spoon in the house?
Can we
Any
get
of
a
you guys
spoon?
have a Swiss Army spoon with you? No? Well, I'll have to wait till the break and,
Right.
and then we're going to taste that. Let me shake your hand.
Do you really want to?
Wow, look at this. Look at this. This is really getting into your work, isn't
Right,
it? Look
exactly,
I feel like the
exactly.
Three Stooges, soupy
Yeah,
sales.
yeah.
What's going on here?
Okay.
Thank you so much,
Well,
Julia, for
thank
being
you,
on the
Bill.
show. Stay right here. I've got a couple
Okay.
of questions that I have to answer left over from Extra Help during the week. And people call in. People send
Right.
faxes, and they want to know certain things about certain things.
Mm-hmm.
And this, you might even learn something while you're here. The first question is from Chuck Berg's Home Repair Show, which is seen right here on the Extra Help channel, Thursday nights at 7 p.m. My good buddy, Chuck Berg. Last winter I saw him. He was stuck outside. His car wouldn't start. He was an iceberg. It's a little
joke.
Berg joke.
Uh-huh.
Okay, the question was, for Chuck, what should be done about squeaky floors? Here come the wise guy answers. Oil them. Call an exterminator and get rid of the mice. No, 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 no. The real answer is, if your floors are squeaking right now, maybe your house is possessed. I guess that's better than being repossessed. If your floors are squeaking right now, wait a couple of weeks because the dramatic change in weather and humidity causes the wood to contract. And we've had quite a dramatic change. As soon as we went from spring to summer, the temperature dropped about 30 degrees. And I don't know, it's like living in bizarro world. If after a couple of more weeks, if a couple of weeks go by and your floor still squeaks, take out a drill and screw the woods down to the joists in the floors. Don't forget to pre-drill and countersink. Okay, that's from Chuck Berg's Home Repair Show. And now a question from Consumer Issues. And the question is car insurance more expensive for certain cars, like a convertible or a BMW? You bet your sweet bippy it is. Car insurance rates do vary according to the type of car. I don't have that problem. I drive a Rolls Canardly, and, well, it rolls down one hill and can hardly make it up the next. Oh, where's the drummer? Ba-doom. Convertibles are easier to steal, so the insurance on a convertible will therefore be higher. Before buying a car, check with your insurance agent on the rates for the make and model that interests you. Take the insurance costs into consideration along with the purchase price. Those are our questions right now left over from Extra Help during the week. We're going to take a look at Lucille Tucci doing Hatha Yoga on You're the Expert.
Joseph Ryan, and I work for Cablevision's Converter Control. Part of my job is to make sure all the converters that leave here are in good working condition for our customers. Sometimes a converter will need a repair. When that happens, we give the customers a new converter right away so they don't have to wait for one to be repaired. I like knowing that the work I do helps customers enjoy a clear picture when they sit down to watch TV. And by doing my job well, I help give customers the good service they deserve from Cablevision.
I really like this stuff because you can do things that usual museums wouldn't let you do.
You get to watch yourself on the news pretending that you're like a news person.
I played on the computers.
I like the part where we play with the bubbles because that was really fun.
I like the wheelchair where you sit down.
Everyone was having fun.
That was great.
it's so beautiful, yet I didn't see Princess Leia or Luke Skywalker or Han Solo or Chewbacca, and I didn't see Yoda. Oh, yoga. Oh, that's what we're doing, yoga. Welcome back to You're the Expert. I'm Bill Polchinski, your host. Our phone numbers are 1-800-EXT-HELP. Actually, phone number, one number. And our fax number is area code 516-596-0715. And I'm here in the studio live with Lucille Tucci. Welcome to You're the Expert.
Thank you for having me.
That was beautiful.
Thank you.
Hatha yoga. What is it all about?
Well, hatha, meaning the physical aspect of yoga. And yoga is the union or joining of body, mind, and spirit. And that's basically what yoga is, the joining of, mind and body connection, harmony within the body and mind.
And whose idea was this? Who was sitting around the racket club one day and saying, well, we should join the body, mind, and spirit? That would really be something.
Yoga is very ancient, several thousand years ago, anywhere from 2,000 to 5,000 years ago. In India, yoga was designed by Hindu monks in order to maintain good health within the body, to maintain a healthy balance within the body and mind. And although it's ancient and so old, it's very suitable for today's lifestyle. It really is.
Especially today's lifestyle.
Of reducing stress.
Sure.
Yeah.
We have more stress-related illnesses and diseases now than we had 100 years ago?
Oh, yeah. Most illnesses and diseases are a result of stress. Yeah.
What kind of philosophy are we talking about when we're talking about yoga? What is it that is joining the body, the mind, and the spirit?
Okay. Yoga incorporates bodily postures, deep relaxation, and diaphragmatic breathing. And the combination of the three make yoga very powerful. And it really is that combination. Just physical postures will make you feel better. Some postures open you, they stretch you. I mean, they increase your flexibility. But you need the balance. You need the breathing, the deep breathing, which most of us don't breathe correctly. Or
what's the story with that?
Deep breathing. A lot of us.
You said diaphragmatic breathing. Now, what is that as opposed to just regular,
From the diaphragm. Well, you're breathing. You're obviously breathing, right?
Hopefully.
Okay. Most of us, check that out.
Yes, I'm okay.
Breathe very short breaths, the top part of the chest. The breath really never comes down to the diaphragm, into the diaphragm or into the lower abdomen.
Now, what does the diaphragm do that we should be breathing air down there?
Well, I mean, it holds the breath. The deep breathing allows you to increase your chest capacity and increase your lung capacity. A lot of people have allergies, asthma. Yoga is very beneficial to asthma, allergies, bronchial infections, but as far as yoga is concerned, the breathing calms you, and that's the main aspect. The other things, as far as diseases and illnesses, those are like the fringe benefits you get from yoga. It was designed to maintain a healthy balance, and the breathing calms you, reduces stress. Years ago, thousands of years ago, I'm sure they weren't thinking of stress, but they were still looking for a way to bring the body, mind, and spirit together.
Well, I'm sure there was stress 1,000 years ago. If you're somewhere in the outlands of India and there's tigers stalking you 1,000 years ago, there were different kinds of stress. But what kind of time investment are we talking about in calming oneself down, doing deep breathing? For instance, if you're talking about asthma, isn't it quicker just to take an inhaler and go, I can breathe again?
Yes, it is. Yoga
That's
is not a quick
just
fix.
a short-term quick fix.
Yeah, it's a quick fix. Yoga is not a quick fix. Yoga is maintenance. It's maintenance. It's a commitment. You get out of it what you put into it. It's like anything else. You wouldn't brush your teeth for 6 months straight until they were white and clean, and then stop and say, well, my teeth are healthy. I brushed them for 6 months. You wouldn't do that. It's an everyday thing. It's a constant thing. As far as the time investment, people are pressed for time these days.
Sure.
You don't have to do yoga an hour a day. You really don't. It would be nice. It would be nice if you could do 2 hours a day. But it's commitment more than going once a week and doing it for 2 hours and then not doing it again.
Mm-hmm. It's like you don't go there and weigh in and then say, hey, I'm doing great, and then go on with your stressful life for the rest of the week.
Right. It's really a commitment. And as far as the breathing and the relaxation, taking a yoga class, and I do recommend taking it from a structured, taking it in a structured class by a yoga teacher.
And you are a
as
yoga
opposed to-
teacher.
Yes.
And you teach all over the place. Where are some of the places you teach?
Bethpage and Plain Edge school districts. I teach in the Center for Pain Relief and Wellness in Babylon. I teach in Body, Mind, and Spirit, a holistic center in Levittown, and Earth's Harvest in Seaford.
You're all over the place.
Care Plus Professionals in Bayshore. Yeah.
I think yoga has a certain reputation of being kind of a hippie thing from the 60s, and that's where everybody suddenly discovered yoga and said, hey, man, this is the thing. Yeah, I found, you know, peace and tranquility in the age of Aquarius.
You're right.
How does that...
It's not true.
Is that your philosophy? Is it,
No,
were you at Woodstock and all of a sudden...
No, I wasn't. I didn't even know what was going on. I really didn't. I think I was just married and looking forward to having children. I had no idea what was going on at Woodstock. But I'm extremely conservative, and I've been doing yoga for over 18 years. Yeah. Conservative.
So it has nothing to do with you know,
for a few
left-wing philosophy.
people in the 60s decided to do the meditation and the chanting part of yoga, and that's it. It really associated the hippie, that type of person. I'm not saying that they're bad either. I'm not just... Yoga was
kind of
associated.
Quaint at this day and age, aren't they?
Yes. But
I showed my own hippie pictures a couple of weeks ago. It was really frightening.
But no, yoga is, all kinds of people take yoga, anywhere from children. There's yoga for children, teenagers, young adults, seniors.
Now, we were talking before about yoga exercises that people can do without much training, without much, you know.
They're simple exercises.
Can you show us?
I can probably show you something very simple on the chair, something good for seniors, a spinal twist.
Sure.
And it really...
you were mentioning in the video that thing that you did
yeah.
that made you look like a pretzel.
Yeah, that was
a spinal twist.
That was
How
the
does
last
this work here?
pose. Okay, it's a variation. So if you sit straight, keep your feet and knees together. See
Mrs.
that
Tyson,
your
I'm
back,
sorry.
See that your back is nice and straight, and really your spine being straight is very important. You don't want to go into anything rounded or with poor posture. So now we're going to use the arm of the chair.
Okay.
This is a bench. You really want to sit on a nice straight chair, but you place your hands on the arm of the chair. You're facing forward. You inhale, lengthen the spine, relax your shoulders, relax your facial muscles. With the inhalation, you lengthen the spine. And with the exhalation, you very slowly rotate toward the arm of the chair, your navel, your rib cage, your chest, and your shoulders. And breathe. Don't forget to breathe. Continue to breathe. The breath is your energy. And you breathe. And on your next exhalation, you release your hands and just allow your body to come back to center with no forcing, no pushing.
Now, is this
It should feel nice.
one inhale in, one exhale out, or
No.
is it inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale?
You're continuously breathing. And then on the inhalation, you rotate. I'm sorry, on the exhalation, you rotate. And then on the inhalation, you'll come back. But you continuously breathe.
Is there anything else that you could show us that, part of what it is that you do, that you could show us right here in the studio? I realize that,
Yeah.
you have to...
Maybe I can do an arm, you mean seated?
Oh,
Yeah,
standing.
Yeah.
Can you do something standing? You know why?
Okay.
See that lady over there? She's going like this. She wants to see you do your thing, because I think she's thinking of taking some yoga classes with you, and she wants to see what she's in store for.
Okay. And you'll be my student?
Well, sure.
Okay,
I'm
stand up.
fearless. Let's see,
Okay.
where are we facing? Hi, everybody. The camera's all around us.
Okay. You want me to, I'll face you?
Okay. If you
Okay.
can face me after this.
So you want to bring your feet hip distance apart. We're just going to do a side bend. It's an extension, very, very simple pose. Bring the arms alongside your body. Keep the spine nice and straight, but not rigid. I mean, you want a nice straight spine, but a gentle extension.
Okay.
And that's very important. The people, when you say to stand up straight, people automatically stand up like this. And you're tense. So you don't want that. You want your shoulders relaxed, your arms extended, but softly. So release your shoulders.
Another thing I noticed, let me just make this little comment, that when people are asked to take a deep breath, people's shoulders go up.
Yeah.
And there's no
No.
air goes into your shoulders.
but
It's like a
we do-
hydraulic lift.
It's like, well, I'm sure when, years ago when you was told to stand up straight, it was chest out, shoulders up, back, and it's all
Good little soldiers. Okay.
You want to just a gentle firmness, a
Okay.
gentle extension. On the next inhalation, extend the fingertips toward your heels and begin to extend the arms out, shoulder height. From the center of the chest out through to the fingertips, you're extending the arms. You feel the extension.
When can I exhale?
Oh no, keep breathing.
Oh,
It's
okay.
just on an inhalation, keep breathing.
Okay.
Slowly raise the arms slightly above the shoulders. Now turn the palms up toward the ceiling. And on your next inhalation, extend up toward the ceiling.
So we're doing this in increments. We're
Yes.
lifting our arms.
Keep reaching, reaching. You need some yoga classes.
I do.
Bring the palms in prayer fashion. And on the next exhalation, extend off to the right.
Oh boy.
Extend
Oh,
off to
now
the
we're
right.
getting in trouble.
Lengthen the spine. Keep
Feel-
extending the fingertips off.
Oh.
Inhale up.
Are my feet supposed to be flat on the floor for this?
Yes.
Oh boy.
Feet stay on the floor.
Oh, mama.
And on the next exhalation, extend off to the left. And keep extending. You want to reach and create space in the body. And try to keep the right arm overhead, over the ear. And inhale, lift up. Open the palms out.
Oh,
and
thank God.
exhale, lengthen the arms away, and then lower the arms slowly.
Wow.
And release.
What a workout.
Yeah, you feel you're working internally. You're really working, and it's really a small sample of what we do. That's a very basic stretch. It's a side stretch.
Basic. It was a workout.
Yeah.
It really was.
Well, if you're working within the body, we're not just extending the arms and moving from one place to the other. We're really paying attention to body mechanics, what your body is all about. And in yoga, you really become aware of your body. So when you're doing a pose or posture, you're really aware of what you're doing. You're aware of the extension you're creating. We create space in the joints, space in the spine, and it works. It works. You go home feeling longer, and it has a lot to do with your frame of mind also. It affects your frame of mind.
And more limber and more relaxed in
you-
everything that you do, and the stress seems to roll off.
Yeah, it does.
I'm going to take some yoga classes and before I come in here, and that's very nice.
I'm also an active member of the Long Island Yoga Association, and if people are interested in finding a teacher, they will help you. They will help
And where
you.
can they find the Yoga Association?
They're located in Long Island, and the number is 864-LIYA.
LIYA. Okay,
And
Long
it's
Island
very
Yoga
easy.
Association.
Yeah, right. And they'll really, if you call up and say, I'm interested in yoga and I live in Great Neck, they'll send you a list of teachers that you can choose from.
Great. Well, Lucille, thanks so much for sharing your talent, your gift with us and teaching. And now I'm going to go home and stretch and breathe.
Good.
I'm going to breathe all the way home.
Yeah, I hope so.
Okay?
I hope so. It's a pleasure being here.
Thank you. Thanks for being with us. And now it's time to take it to the nines. Every week at this time, we take it to the nines. What we do is we come up with a word or a combination of words that equal 9 letters, and they comprise some kind of theme. Now, it's Independence Day weekend, and this week our taking it to the nines phrase words are July 4th. Now, you think, yep, there it is, July 4th. You notice 4th is spelled F-O-R-T-H. We left out the U because you, the viewer, can send in your ideas for taking it to the nines, but also that summer is going ahead from July 4th. Get it? July 4th. It's kind of a linear thing. It's kind of a yoga, body, mind, spirit thing. So let's take a look at our taking it to the nines. And we got this one in from Ron from Ronkonkoma, Beth from Bethpage, and Val from Valley Stream, all joined to send this one into us. And the J is for jump. The U is for up. The L is for lift. The Y is for your. The F is for flag. The O is for over. The R is for roof. And T is for tops. Jump up, lift your flag over rooftops. And the H is for Happy Birthday, USA. Our taking it to the nines, July 4th. Wasn't that great? Thanks for your contributions. You want to send in contributions next week. Our taking it to the nines phrase is art in craft. A-R-T space N apostrophe C-R-A-F-T. Art in craft. Send your suggestions in to Taking It to the Nines, care of You're the Expert, 111 New South Road, Hicksville, New York, 11801. Yes, and don't forget, send in your chili recipes. Oh yeah, we want to see those chili recipes. And we want you in here in the studio on July 28th giving us the best chili recipe. Send those recipes also into chili, care of You're the Expert, 111 New South Road, Hicksville, New York, 11801. Yeah, chili. We have Jack Meehan and his son Sean coming up. They're going to play the bagpipes for us right after this break. Come on back to You're the Expert.
I'm Dennis Denard. I'm a Cablevision quality control technician. What I do is follow up with customers to make sure that they were satisfied with the work of our field service technicians. I ask them about their level of satisfaction and make sure that they were shown how to use the new remotes, cable converters, and VCRs. These follow-up visits help to ensure that our field service technicians are working to 100% customer satisfaction. I like knowing my job is helping to maintain a high standard in customer service here at Cablevision.
What would the world look like if cable had never been born? Well, no cable, no MTV. No MTV, no Choose or Lose. No Choose or Lose, no 100,000 new young voters. No cable, no TNT. No TNT, hardly any chance to see this.
I'm singing in the rain.
Which would be chilling, but no way to know how chilling because no cable, no weather channel, no way to know what to pack for your next vacation. After all, you might need an umbrella. Okay, cable. It's everything television can be.
Welcome back to You're the Expert. I'm Bill Polchinski, your host. Our phone number is 1-800-EXT-HELP. Our fax number is 516-596-0715. How about that Hatha Yoga? Man, oh man, what a workout. You wouldn't think you're doing much, just lifting your arms and keeping your feet flat on the floor. But it is a workout, and it makes you feel great afterwards. So check out the Long Island Yoga Association. But right now, we have Jack Meehan and his son Sean. They play the bagpipes. In fact, it's quite a family affair. Everybody in the family plays bagpipes, and we're going to be talking to Jack and Sean. But first I wanted to mention that both these guys play in the American Celtic Pipe Band from Lindenhurst. The band is celebrating its 24th year together as a band, and this past St. Patty's Day, 1995, they led the St. Patty's Parade in New York City. And they just got a call this week, Jack told me, that they've been asked back to lead the parade again. And Jack will be telling us all about that. But first, use your imagination. Let's go out to the moors. Let's go out to the hills. The hills are alive with the sound of pipes. Yeah.
How you doing, Bill?
Jack Meehan, welcome. Sure. Play us another one. Hi, Sean. Welcome. Welcome to TV.
Mary's Wedding Roundtree.
Do you do any disco? No. Sorry. Yeah, all right. What was the name of that tune?
That was Roundtree, Mary's Wedding Roundtree.
Roundtree? Come on in, have a seat. Welcome. Hot stuff. And the first one was Rising of the Moon? Was that?
That was Scotland the Brave.
Scotland the Brave. Have a seat. Welcome.
How you doing?
Good to see you. Ah, bagpipes. Did you see me do my thing with a bag before? I had a bag.
Very good, very good. My father used to do that.
Really?
Let me see.
It is. It's a... Ah, see? It was nothing. That's great. So how did you get involved with bagpipes? And tell us a little bit about the family. You got everybody in the family playing bagpipes.
Well, I started about 7 years ago. I went to a function, and there was a bagpipe band playing, and I inquired about how to join the band. And one day I went down to practice, and they gave me a chanter, and
now, what is a chanter?
Well, I have it over there in my box.
Can we get that box over here?
And so I started, and my daughter Janine, who is 19 years old, she started about 3 months afterwards. Sean started first on the drums. He played the drums for a year, and got tired of the drums, so he switched over to the bagpipes. So that was about 6 years ago. We started playing the pipes together as the three of us. And 2 years ago, my wife started to play the drums. Also, my brother, he has 3 children, 2 boys and a girl. And my brother Bill plays the pipes, and his son Kevin and Michael and Katie also play.
Wow.
So all told is, quite a few of us in the band.
Yeah, and you said your wife.
My wife plays plays a snare drum. See, in a typical bagpipe band, there are snare drums, tenor drums, and bass drum.
What's
one
the
bass
second
drum. A tenor drum.
A tenor.
A tenor drum, right. And snares and a bass drum, the big bass drum they usually see. It keeps the beat.
Wow. And your wife's, you started out on the drums, Sean, and you...
For about a year.
And then what made you switch to the pipes?
Well, I just liked the way they were better. Just get with my dad and my sister.
Yeah, he made too much noise in the house, so we kept throwing him outside and telling him that he's better switch to the pipes because the pipes sound...
Oh, the pipes don't make any noise. Here's your magic box.
This is our magic box, and...
that's nice. You have your own bumper stickers, too.
Right, here you go.
Knock the thing.
Just hold that, Sean.
Now, this is the chanter.
Okay, that's the... that's basically the practice chanter. When one starts on the pipes, they start with this. And depending upon how good the student is, depends on how long it takes them to advance to the bagpipes. Usually takes a year, sometimes it takes 2 years, sometimes it takes even longer than that. And basically, the chanter, the practice chanter is the basically the same as the bagpipe chanter. Of course, it's not half as loud as this. This is very loud, so when you want to practice, if you want to just hold it, if you want to practice at home, you can play...
oh, yeah.
So it's very mellow sound. It's very similar to a recorder that the kids in elementary school learn to play. And matter of fact, our band is one of the few bands on Long Island that do have quite a few teenagers. And a lot of them started, like Gene and Sean, started at a very young age. And we always encourage young kids to join our band, and we nurture them along. And it's good to start when you're young, not like me when I was a lot older.
Yeah, but it's great. It's a lot of fun.
But this is at a typical practice. We sit around a table and we practice the chanter. If you want to learn a new tune, you learn it on the chanter first, and then after you master the tune on the chanter, then you go on to the
then you plug in
onto the pipes, right?
Play some heavy metal bag.
Right. It takes a while to get used to playing the pipes.
Yeah. It seems to be a lot involved, but we have a phone caller on the line. We have Eric from Baldwin. Hello, Eric.
Hello there.
How are you?
Very good, thanks. Thank you for being on the show, gentlemen. You sound excellent. And I think you just answered my question just a second or two before I was connected on. It had to do with traditionally, in another country, I believe it was Ireland, a person could not own bagpipes until they become very well or very good with them. Is that still the case?
Could you ask a question again? Could we have it a little louder in here in the studio, because we can't really hear Eric.
Hello?
What was, yeah.
Okay, I was told many years ago, one of my parents is Irish, that back in Ireland, a person could not own bagpipes until they became very good at them. And I think that you answered my question just before they put me on, because you were talking about the chanter. Thank you.
Okay, he said a person could not own bagpipes.
Oh, until they mastered the chanter.
Yeah, was that the case?
Yes, that's pretty much the case, yeah. I mean, it would be really senseless to go out and buy, spend $1,000 on a set of bagpipes, thinking that you can pick them up and play them, because it's something that you have to be weaned onto, basically.
How much did you say for a set of bagpipes?
They range anywhere from $800 to up to $3,000 or $4,000, depending upon the pipes, who made the pipes. And these pipes are made in Scotland. Sean's pipes are made up in St. Albans, up in Westchester County, by a pipe maker. He's Kilgallen Crone. He's the only pipe maker in the East Coast.
Wow.
Yeah, his pipes they're all made by hand.
And can you walk into any music store and look through the guitars and harmonicas and then pick out some pipes? No.
No.
Where do we find pipes?
Well, there are quite a few places in Canada, outlet stores that sell pipes or order pipes. Our band, we generally order pipes directly from Scotland. There are pipe makers in Scotland that we're in touch with, and if we have a problem with our pipes, any parts of the pipes,
call a plumber.
The drones, right? We contact people over there, and over the years we've come to know a few Scotsmen who are very are into not only playing the bagpipes but also making bagpipes. Yeah.
building them. They're beautiful instruments, and they're so strange. You know, in our culture, you know, we think of an instrument. A bugle is a bugle. But the pipes are so different. I just wanted to ask Sean a question. Sean, you're in high school, yes?
Right, I just graduated.
And now what's it like to be in high school and to be thinking right away that your parents are a little weird to begin with? And then your father says, hey, listen, it's time to join the pipe band. What did you think of that?
Different at first. I didn't know at first when he joined. And then when I
kept it a secret.
It was a secret for a while, but it didn't last too long. And then I always liked him, so I figured I'd try it out.
And how old were you when you started playing?
I was in 8th grade, so it was a while ago.
8th grade, so you still had some faith in your father back in 8th grade, and then you got to 9th grade and said, boy, this guy is a real whack job.
Actually, it's a lot better for a youngster to learn because they have more dexterity in their fingers than somebody who joins that's a lot older. However, there are people who come into our band who are elderly, who have the time either because they retired or so forth, and have gone far enough where they can actually play the pipes, and that's an accomplishment. But it's good to start when you're young.
How old is the oldest person in the band? About.
I don't know.
We don't want to give away any ages. Are
65, 70,
65.
So, like that, yeah.
So you're talking about how much physical stamina do you? I mean, it seems like you're huffing and puffing.
It takes a bit of physical stamina, particularly during parades. We, as you mentioned before, you march in the St. Patrick's Day parade in Manhattan. That's quite a jaunt, and we're playing the whole time.
Yeah, the marching is one thing, but the blowing it. Would yoga help? Did you see yoga?
Well, it might help a little bit, right? But it does take a bit of stamina. But you don't have to be 6'5" and 300 pounds. You know, we have kids in our band that are very small physically, and yet they're very good pipers.
You don't have to be one of those guys who throws those big telephone poles around.
Right, exactly.
Hurl the haggis and all that stuff. How did you get started here? I know the pipes are kind of flattened out here.
Yeah, well, basically, the pipe, there's a bag. I brought a bag. You have that bag, Sean? Okay, just pull it out of here. Okay. This is basically the bag. This is a hide bag, okay, that you fill up with air, and then there are three, actually there's 5 openings. These are for the drones, which are, just hold that a second, Bill.
The drones are the ones that just play single notes.
Right, exactly. Okay, these are 2 tenor drones, okay, and this is this is the bass drone, and basically these two are 1 octave below the low A, and this is 2 octaves below, and inside, just hold on, Sean. Inside the drone is the reed. See?
Yep.
Okay, and that's what makes the sound, of course, and these particular reeds we have in here, we're cheating a little bit. These are plastic reeds. Okay? Traditionally, and matter of fact, Sean is playing today with a couple of cane reeds. This is a typical cane reed, see? And these reeds are very good. However, you have to play a lot to keep them moist and keep them well in tune. The plastic reeds, on the other hand, you can pick the pipes up and play them if even if you haven't played them in a while.
Them at all, yeah.
And this is the chanter reed. Okay.
Similar to the chanter you showed.
No, well, no. Can I blow in this? It's pretty loud. It's a lot louder. So.
Happy New Year!
See that? And that's a cane reed. That's a double. That's a double reed.
Can you insert that back in there? We're going to wrap up the program shortly, and I thought if we can go out playing, that would be a nice way to end the show and a nice way to kick off 4th of July weekend.
Maybe we can play a 4th of July too.
Sure. We'll go out with a big bang, and I want to thank you guys. I know you made the trip from St. James, New York. That's way out on the island, and you're here in our beautiful studio city in Lynbrook, and I thank you again, Jack.
Okay. Thank you, Bill.
Thanks for being here. Sean, thanks. Do you need this out of the way?
Yeah.
And watch that cassette.
Should we play a tune on the way out?
Sure. Just stand here and like we did before.
Okay.
There we go. Jack and Sean Meehan, father and son bagpipers.
Play America for the 4th of July?
Sure. This is great.
Give us a cue on when we should.
You can start playing right now. Oh, they got to pump those things up. Here we go. Okay.
Thank you, Bill, and all of you experts. Another fantastic show. Please tune in next week when we start our summer schedule here on Extra Help. I want you to have a great weekend, and always remember, Places to Go is here every Friday night at 7 o'clock. That's a plug for my show. Good night.